car you want to buy? Why do you need a realtor who doesn't know which neighborhood or which home style you need to search? That should appropriately.
So you're saying the technology doesn't really matter so much. It's dealing with the realtor themselves. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the search function is. I'm glad, and I think realtors are glad that they've been relieved of that search function. Their value is that of consulting, of being a valued resource, of having market knowledge and insight, of being able to effectively negotiate. Let's not forget about that, negotiation.
You're going too quick for me. Again, slow down a little bit. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
Have a seat. When we were talking about mobile sites, that's really where I started. And I asked you, you said, yes, absolutely, everyone's using them. I'm not so sure that that's true. I was just in a group of realtors at an event, and there were several realtors, if you can believe this, that actually said they don't even have a website, let alone a mobile site. How are you handling that when an agent wants to come and work for you? Do you tell them that this is what they have to do, or are you showing them the benefits? Are they using mobile sites in your office?
Mobile websites or the
yes.
listing syndicators? Well, that said,
everything.
Research will be done on agents before selection, so of course they need to have a web presence. It should give a bit of their experience, some of their listings, a little bit about them personally, that they're a member of the community if they are, some specialties or some designations. I understand that that's where people are going to look. In fact, I think there's nowhere else you can look these days but online. There's no more books or records of any type. So yes, they should have it.
I remember those days?
I barely remember those days.
Oh, give me a break. You barely remember.
I barely do.
Is that because you forgot because you're old? Or are you saying that you're too young to remember?
I remember they were shipping the books and people still wanted the books. But they need to have a web presence just to be taken seriously and to demonstrate their value. But you bring up a point. Not all realtors are looking for this search engine optimization. They're not necessarily looking for web leads, because I think you might have in one of your statistics what percentages of transactions are still referrals, and it's still an overwhelming majority that if you need something, a plumber, electrician, a realtor, or even a dentist, you might say, who do you use? I'm new to the area. So it's a great way. I think business is done with people who you know, you like, you trust, however, of course, but you cannot go these days. That would be like having an entry in an old encyclopedia with a page intentionally left blank. It can't be blank.
Okay.
You like that analogy?
I like that analogy. You're like the master of analogies, though, right?
Sure.
You mentioned the study. The study shows that 82% of real estate sales are the result of agent contacts from previous clients, referrals, friends, family, and personal clients. So basically what this is telling me, and from the information that you just shared, is that they are going onto the web, they are looking, and then they are finding the neighborhood, finding the type of house, finding the price that they like, and then they're going back and finding a referral of an agent to use. Do you believe that to be true?
I know
or
that's true.
Do you find that they're finding agents on the actual web?
Well, Zillow's business model is to sell advertising to agents. So if someone's looking for a property within the parameters that they're seeking, they might find a house they love in the right price range or in the right area. But the next step is to select an agent, and there are 3 or 4 faces there that are those that are offered to the
So
shop.
they are looking on the web and selecting their realtor. Yes.
At least in selecting someone to contact, and that's the point.
That's what we're trying to figure out. Are they finding the person that is going to sell them the next house or help them find the next house on the web? Or are they going back and getting this through a referral? If you have an answer to that, give us a call at 914-693-5700. What are your thoughts?
I think they're doing both.
They're doing both.
They're always going to ask for referrals. However, when they see that there's someone's face to click on and it has no cost to them, they naturally press the button, and the realtors, for want of a better word, scurry to get that call into them to see if they can respond to that inquiry.
You just hit a topic there when you said it is at no cost to them to hit that button. Explain that.
Do you want to explain after the break, or do you want to?
No, you have a full minute. You
Okay,
can
I've
do
got a
it. You
minute.
talk fast. Remember how to keep slowing you down.
Okay. Well, the it's thought or it's seen, and this is a really interesting topic to discuss. Is it at no cost? Of course, the seller is legally obligated in this area is what to pay.
In this area, meaning New York.
And this part of New York, you know,
Okay.
this is where we are in this radio station. They're legally obligated, but what no broker friend of mine says, but where does the money come from? The buyer funds the purchase. So that is a whole can of worms. I mean, really.
So the seller's writing the check.
And the seller's legally obligated to write the check, but they're writing it out of.
But the money is incorporated into the price
Right,
that
it
the
could be-
buyer is paying.
Right, it could be the initial down payment, or it could be the proceeds from a lender.
Okay, it is time for us to go to a break. We are going to take a quick break, and we're going to resume that. Call us at 914-693-5700.
Thank you.
We're still live on Meerkat and Periscope.
Oh, we are okay.
Ah.
Good to
Yeah.
see.
Hey,
So
I didn't know that.
we've
how's he
got,
doing?
15 people in here now, and 74 people have visited on Meerkat,
Anyone important?
and 7 people. Everybody's important.
I see. I like these
and
outtakes.
7 people on Periscope.
Yeah.
Okay.